So the amount of investigation, the amount of homework that goes on for a particular topic, and how they have to put so many pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah, the only thing at home they told me was to finish my studies. When I said I want to become an actor, the kind of importance he gives to rehearsals, to workshops, every aspect of filmmaking is he looks through a microscope. When they start elevating it or putting out false numbers, then I find that wrong. I think I'll want to interview Shah Rukh sir. And I really want to understand his journey and how he's built himself.
Hello everyone, this is Aina and welcome to Instant Bollywood. Today I'm in conversation with the superstar Naga Chaitanya. People with love call him Che, so it's so nice to have you. This is the first time you're talking to Instant Bollywood.
Yes, that's right.
So I'm really excited.
Thank you so much.
I saw the first episode of Dhootha and I have to say that I want to ask you, how interesting was it for you to delve in a journalist's life? हमारी जिंदगी में आके कैसा लगा?
It was very interesting. I've never played a journalist before in any of my films. First time when they told me that Sagar is a journalist, I was very excited because through films I've interacted with so many journalists. And I've always been curious, what goes on behind, what is the homework they do and what happens behind the scenes for a journalist. And so I got to do all that homework. I studied so much about them, their world. What is so interesting is the amount of investigation. I play an investigative journalist. So the amount of investigation, the amount of homework that goes on for a particular topic, and how they have to put so many pieces of the puzzle together to solve something or to sort of conceive a news article is amazing. So very, very interesting journey it took me through. And a lot of respect for you guys.
I have to say that one thing that's common between actors and journalists is both are telling stories but in different ways. And I feel as journalist जितना risky story बताना है उतना ही actor के लिए risky है, because you don't know what part of the story is offending whom.
Right.
Do you feel that risk when you're playing a role, probably let's say any kind of thing, you don't know what's going to offend which kind of audience? Is that ever a thought in your head while taking scripts?
I think with anyone or with any script, there's never going to be 100% that likes what you've done. There's always going to be some kind of criticism. I think that's always there in life. So to satisfy 100% of the audience is quite unrealistic. There's always going to be a small percentage that doesn't like it, but no problem. I'm saying it's always a learning process. You just have to learn why certain section of the people didn't like it and sort of try and progress from it or correct it in the next step you take. So I mean that fear is there, but the efforts are always to try and impress the maximum number of audience.
Intent is always right.
Intent is always there. Yes.
There's a scene where you show your father in the show a form and he tears it because he doesn't want you to take journalism. The same way, it made me think that when you were in college, when you told your father that you want to become an actor, was there ever a point he got protective about you and said that, I know the downside of this industry, I don't want you to pursue it for your good?
No, never. The only thing at home they told me was to finish my studies. When I said I want to become an actor, they were very happy. Mom and dad were both very, very encouraging about it. But the one thing they said is finish your education and then pursue it. So that was the only condition. But I'm saying every profession has its downside also. I mean, it's part of life in every profession. So
out of protectiveness, maybe never. Even while I was watching it, the whole episode is dark. And when you're filming something like that, does it like kind of get to your head because you're in that zone? It's a very dark zone. Does that take your does it take a toll on you mentally anywhere?
Not really. Actually, what took a toll on me was the rain. From the first episode, from the first frame to the last frame, there is rain in Dhootha. Rain is written like a character. So actually, filming in the nights was okay, but filming in the nights in the cold with that rain, filming in the day with the rain, you know, by the end of it, I think I was constantly, I felt like I'm in rain all the time, even when I was not in rain. So that was a very challenging element. But the darkness and all was fine. It didn't really.
Too much of rain.
It's rain non-stop. It's rain non-stop. So that was challenging.
Now when you're telling me, I'm like realizing, there is actually a lot of rain.
Right.
Even the accident scene.
Yes, you'll either see rain or you hear rain. It's always there.
Even, you came to Mumbai for acting school and spent enough time. But did you ever have a culture surprise when you started, acting in this Hindi film industry? Because you've already had a touch of it, I still want to know that was there something new that you experienced when you started acting here?
Yeah, the process when I worked on Lal Singh with Amir sir, definitely, the process was very different. I mean, watching him up close, the kind of importance he gives to pre-production, the kind of importance he gives to rehearsals, to workshops, every aspect of filmmaking is he looks through a microscope. That's how much of level of perfection he craves for. So it was a very, very different process working here. That's the only Hindi production I worked on. So so much of learning happened, to be honest with you. I took away so much from that. Yes.
How is it different from the Chennai industry and like down south?
It's not, I mean, I won't say industry. I feel every unit, every director or every project we work on will be different, because it's hundreds of people coming together with different styles. End of the day, we are all in a creative field. There is no right or wrong way to do something. Everyone has their own approach. So I think every project I work on, I have a different experience. And the captain of the ship, the director, is a different person with every project, and he has a different way of making a film or telling a story or a way of preparation. So I can't compare it to north, south or anything like that. For me, every film is a different approach by itself.
Right. Because you mentioned Lal Singh, I watched your interviews and just in general, you were very excited. Of course, ये आपका पहला Hindi film है. So did you ever feel that life might change after Lal Singh and that probably didn't live up to your expectations? Did something like that happen?
For me, working on Lal Singh itself, life changed. So putting aside the release, just getting that offer, getting that opportunity itself was a life-changing opportunity for me. So that itself was more than enough. Yeah.
Okay, I have a few questions regarding journalism as Sagar that I have for you. I'm going to quickly ask you. So if you had to write an article about someone, who would it be?
Write an article about someone. Virat Kohli. Right now, watching his performance yesterday in the semi-finals. Very inspired by him.
I think everybody would at this point. Now as an actor, how do you react to rumors that you read about yourself?
I don't react.
No, nothing.
No
botheration.
Just put it aside.
Are you with this or are you against it when you see numbers and box office numbers seen on like Instagram and all over news and press? Do you support that, or do you feel like numbers shouldn't be given so much importance? I
mean, numbers are the measure for how well or how not well a film did. So I mean, I'm with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with showing off numbers, as long as they're legitimate and they're real, or when they start elevating it or putting out false numbers, then I find that wrong. But putting out numbers that are real, I'm totally for it.
If you had to interview someone, who would it be and why? Don't say Virat Kohli now.
No, I'm going to say someone else. If I had to interview someone, I think I'll want to interview Shah Rukh sir. Because I really want to understand his journey and how he's built himself, and I'm a huge fan of his career graph as such.
Even mutual feelings. I haven't interviewed him yet. Okay, if someone else could play Sagar except you in Dhootha, who do you think would do this well?
I think anyone will play it, yeah, because
Why not?
no, because I think every actor has their uniqueness and they will bring something to a character which someone else can't. So I think anyone can play Dhootha.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone can play Sagar rather. Yeah, but I will not let them because it's mine.
Yeah, it's yours. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, when your personal life makes headlines, how irritated do you get?
Like I said, rumors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it aside. But yeah, I'm here as an actor. I do get irritated. I'll be honest with you. I'm here as an actor. I want my work to do the talking more than anything else. So it's okay. It's when I read such stuff, it's just an inspiration for me to just work harder and focus what I'm here for and do that better.
No, I'm sure that's going to happen, and we're waiting for you to see you more in some more Hindi films. Wishing you all the very best, and thank you for this conversation.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, this is Naga Chaitanya here. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Instant Bollywood, and don't forget to watch Dhootha on December 1st Prime Video.